Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boise State's offense will come out first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wagner. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the pressure. Caught on the outside, it's Price. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Ridley. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Gonna run it. It's Price. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's Price.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Memphis Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. White going to attack through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Punt is on its way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. On the move, it's Price. Nice move there. And And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. It's Price. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Price. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Ridley. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boise State!
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. White wants to throw it. Complete on the comeback. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So an 82-yard drive there. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The lone back's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. White gonna attack through the air. Here's a heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over first and goal at the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Broncos! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. White wants to throw it. Under fire. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Price. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to run, it's Price. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There is nothing better in football than when the big boys get their hands on the football. How about this defensive lineman, man? He had one last week, and he has another interception this week. Just a knack for finding the football and just an elite athlete. He's a wide receiver in a defensive lineman's body.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. White going to attack through the air. Looking to scramble. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab for a big play. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the deep...
Oh, the ball popped out. That was a way to mess up a drive. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. White wants to throw it. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Looking for room, it's Price. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes one man miss. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. White going to attack through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Wants to throw, and not much time to work with. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here.